Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here working on this journal, the Sweet Serenity. It's my design team project for Medieval Mirage, her Sweet Serenity, her new kit out. And this is one of the images from the kit, and I'm just kind of putting this on here. I know I said I was going to use that book cover, but somehow, well, not really somehow, the problem is I don't always measure, but I mean I did measure it to figure out what size the pages should be, but I did not make them small enough this direction. So I don't know what I was doing. I've used a book before and I just don't know what I was doing. I mean, they fit in here, and I think once they were sewn they wouldn't be sticking out, but that's close, and so I just don't want it to look stupid after all that work. So I'm going to use this for something else, and I'm going to use one of the paper pumpkin boxes. I cut it, you know, stripped the stuff off of it, cut it down to size and all that. So had to kind of rethink how I wanted to do the cover, and so this is kind of what I'm playing with. I mean, obviously, like, that's not going to be sticking up there like that, but it's something along these lines. This may not be the end result, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, and then I'm going to sew everything on. So, and then there will be something else on the back. This is just a one of those dish towels, and I get them from Amazon. It's never been used or anything. It's a brand new one, and they just kind of can be a good base for other fabrics, and that way you don't get weird things that you're seeing through it. So I'll be covering up the whole thing, but this is just kind of where I'm starting. So anyhow, that's where I'm at with that. So I apologize, Eva. I don't know what I was doing with the book size. I'm kind of dingy sometimes, you know. Okay, so I wanted to show you Denise at Wondubar Crafts, her new digital download, and it's called, I'm horrible at remembering the names of things, Wondubar Crafts. It's Spring Blooms Friendship. Spring Blooms Friendship is what this digi is called, and it's a really large kit. And so I'll show you all the pages. A lot of them are fine, but some of them my printer printed with weird lines in it. You won't have that in yours. They should all print, you know, nice and clear like this one did. That's not the digi. It's my printer's messed up, but I wasn't going to print out a whole nother set. So I mean, I will eventually do that for the pieces that I'm going to use, but you know, ink and paper and all that, so I kind of just print what I need usually. Okay, so this is one of the images, and this one's nice blues and kind of a really light teal almost. It's very pretty. And then there's like also the pinks and purples, which is what this one is more. This is a beautiful kit. It's probably my favorite out of the ones that Denise has done. And this one. So you can see there's lots of variation in color, and the colors are great. See, I printed these yesterday, and then my son added ink for me, and I cleaned the print heads yesterday. But something about when he added the ink and reset it, something weird happened, I think, with the print heads. And so I cleaned them again today and straightened it all out so it doesn't have the lines. You can't see this one quite as well, but you'll see on some of the darker pages. So this is just a nice dragonfly. I don't know if you can see, but there's just some kind of modeling effect, almost like marbling on there. This is a really light, like a background page that you could print on the back of the pages and still write on it. Here's nice pink. This one printed well. And then that one with the daisy, that one printed well. These were all the ones I printed yesterday. This one printed well. So really pretty colors. These are the ones I'm going to use in my niece's her guest book for her wedding, because her color is navy. Well, she's using like a variation of blues basically. And then the purple. This is one that I've used in the journal that I'm working on now because it's got the purples. And it has things like friendly and devotion and you know, dictionary words there. That one's really pretty, just lightly colored. It's says all kinds of things like devotion and love and companion and fellowship and all that kind of thing. So very nice. White poppies for peace. Names of flowers. Some pretty butterflies. It's very pretty. See, now you're starting to you can kind of see some of the lines there. It's just so annoying when it does that. Because I didn't realize it was doing it. Because my computer's upstairs that I use, and then the printer is downstairs. So it's like I get them all printing, you know, and then I check on it if it's doing anything weird, but I thought it was working fine. But see, there's all the lines in there. So anyway, but these are very pretty. So you have that one that's more like grayscale kind of thing, and then this one has a little bit of the pink. And then you can really see the lines on that. But yours won't have that. As long as your printer is working right. This one's cool. And so she kind of imagined, you know, her way of creating it was that these two ladies are friends. And so it's kind of all about them. So that's very nice. And then there's all kinds of tags and pockets. And like stamp and the little flags. And another pocket in more of blues. And some large tags. These would be cool to do like a concertina kind of thing with these three. Or these three. So more big tags. And you know, like a belly band or top of the page strip, cut it whatever size you want kind of thing. And it's just some words that you can use here and there, and some corner type pockets. Pocket. More corner pockets. These are more in the purples and lavenders. These pockets, so when you fold those up, you can have it printed on the back side. So if you print this on one side and then like, you know, one of the design papers or, you know, that green one with the dragonfly I showed you or whatever, when you fold it, then you'll have, when you fold it up this way, you'll have the print that's on the back side of this up here as the pocket when you fold it. So that's how those are set up. Or, you know, if you don't want to print on the back, you could cut a piece of paper that'll go there. Or collage on it or whatever. See, these are meant to be entirely black, kind of like chalkboard or whatever. And mine has lines because my printer is crazy. So I love my Epson Eco Tank, you know, because it holds so much ink and I don't go through it super fast. But and when it gets a wild hair, it's kind of a pain to get it straightened out. So anyway, very beautiful kit, Denise. I love that. So I might use a few pieces that aren't messed up out of that today. I flipped some over and didn't flip the rest over. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's been a nice day for me. I've already run a bunch of errands and that always makes me feel good. So that is good. And I went ahead and lowered the price of the book cradles by $5. Just, and my husband was able to get a little more of the plastic at a better price and stuff like that. So anyway, they're now $30 instead of $35. I mean, some that I had already printed at the more expensive plastic or whatever that sold just in the last few days were $35. But I mean, by the time you do the shipping thing and everything, it all is a wash. Because I've had them at $35, but because of the Etsy thing with the free shipping, and then I pay shipping, the least I've paid to ship one out is $5.70, and it just has gone up from there. So it's like it's really makes not that big of a difference really. So either way, it's it's all the same. So it's not gonna change the price really for anybody, but just so you guys know. All right, I'm just looking for stuff. Oh, I know. We're gonna do some pockets in some of these. I have some ideas so that hopefully I'm not boring people to death. I'm using, again, some of the things we've already collaged. I figured we might as well use what I've already done, and then if we have time, we'll do some more collage. So I just made a little notepad of paper like this. This is just one sheet of coffee dyed paper cut to, I didn't even really like measure it. I just wanted to see how many folds I could get for a decent size. It's like just not even 4 1/8. 4 1/16 or whatever you'd say, by like 2.5. So that is gonna go probably about there. And then I thought it would be fun to use this as like a pocket, but I gotta figure out, did I decide? I think I'll turn it a little bit like that. And then I need to punch the hole in the top, or the thumb spot. And this was from, I don't remember, the other day when we did this collage. So you can get quite a bit out of one of those pages. It's kind of nice. And I have made a few more because I had a few requests to put some in my shop. And so I'll be doing that. I gotta figure out what to charge for them because I don't really know. I mean, it takes me half an hour to 45 minutes to make one. So I don't know. But anyways, I'll figure all that out and then I'll try to get some in my shop. So they'll come like the whole sheet. Like, let me show you. So I made this one last night and this one. That needs some more glue. And they measure, where did I put my ruler? 9 by 12. So they're 9 by 12. And I might try to do them in like sets of 2 or something like that. So that one and this one are the 2 that I did last night. So yeah, that's kind of, I want to keep them around this size because then I can fit them into a plastic sleeve. I don't want to do the book pages where they get really long because then I'll either have to cut them up or whatever. So I'm going to try to keep them about that size. So anyway. And, you know, I'm doing collage, but like I said, that one day when I did it, I'm not an expert, and I know, like, my way is not the only way, and I'm not presuming to be right about it. You do it the way that works best for you. I'm just kind of showing people that may not have ever collaged or whatever, how I do it. But that doesn't mean a hill of beans. Like, I'm sure there's loads of ways to do it that you prefer, for those people that have been doing it for a long time. So everybody just has to do their own way, I guess. All right, so I've got this as a tag. I want to back it first because this one I did on book page instead of doing it on this. So I'm gonna back it. Sorry, I kind of feel like I'm all over the place today. You guys are probably like, what are you doing? I get that way sometimes when I have a lot in my brain, as you probably know if you've watched me for a while. I've had lots of ideas. I've been writing them in my journal that I won from Denise very early on, knowing her. And I keep waking up with ideas and stuff. It's kind of like I go through those phases where I can't think of anything to do, and then other times it's like overload and I just can't think because my brain's just going 9-0. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, I definitely like the creative times better than the not being able to think of anything, but It just makes me ditzier than normal. So yeah, but I hope you're having a nice day. The sun's out here, so that already makes it a better day for me. So I'm gonna just, you know, do the whole tag thing. And if you have a tag die cut that you like or whatever, you can use that. I just like to use as much of this as I can rather than having those outside areas that get thrown in the trash. I'll probably stitch around this and put a little fabric at the top like I do. But that'll go in there. I have these ladies that I found on New York Public Library, I think is where I found these. And they've all got like some kind of purple or gray on. And so I just, you know, put them at the size I wanted, and this one's pretty too. Printed them all out and stuff. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing for a digi, I could definitely, you know, get them all sized and in the computer and everything. And then if you know, if you want the purple ladies or whatever, and I may, if you guys are interested, find other colors, or try to find other colors anyway, and do them like in sets of the colors that they're in. Because it's kind of fun when you're making a journal to have something else, especially if the stuff you're using doesn't really have, you know, people or anything in it. It's just fun to have some of that. I like it anyway. They're all from like the 1800s, so I just thought they went well and they looked pretty in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put the lady on there. Maybe a little piece of fabric or something with her. I just want a little something on there, I think. Maybe I'll stitch that. This again is just some of that tea towel. Yeah, I think I'll do some stitching before I glue that down. And I'll stitch around this too and put some lace up at the top. So I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So I stitched around the girl and then also around that. And then the tag has the little bit of lace. Okay, so let's get those on here. Do this one first. I'm just going to glue right on that stitching. That seems to hold it really nice. Sorry, my radio is still too loud. Alright, so which way did I want to do it? This way more, I think. Like that. Go down. That's just my clock going. Does that every hour, if you haven't heard it before. Want a butterfly on there? Don't know. I think those other ones are too big. I think this one is the one. Those are Rachel Roxy Creations Fussy Cut Butterflies. Sorry if you've heard it a million times. I just want to make sure people know. And I use Scotch Create Glue and Art Glitter Glue. And my tear rulers come from Amazon. I get that question almost every time. Those questions almost every time. It's funny. And if you're looking for something in particular, you can contact me, and also check my description box below, because I very often put information like that there with links so that it makes it easier to, you know, get paper or whatever. Glue, tear rulers. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some glue right at the top of this and glue it down. Just kind of helps decorate up the whole page, I think. I mean, if you don't mind having a few of the shorter tags or journaling cards or whatever. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. And it's going to add a little bit of bulk because, you know, but you could even just do like 4 pages. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pages. And I wanted to find yesterday some like purple lace and stuff. I mean, I know I can like go to Hobby Lobby, but I wanted, you know, I don't know, just different kind of stuff. And so I went to a thrift store and was hoping to find like some maybe little girls' dresses or, you know, things like that. I did find one, but no purple. Purple is really hard to find, I discovered. But I did get this whole dress that has like this cameo out of lace on it and lace everywhere. So I was like, for $3 I can take that dress all apart and use the lace for sure, because I want to do one of those big lace pockets again. I thought it'd be fun to have something like that in purple, but no such luck. So there's one pocket, and so just fun ideas for using your collage pages. And then I'm going to do another one because we've done one in the first one, so this is like the 3rd signature. So let's do something in here. Maybe we'll go to the end of this one. Maybe this side right here would be a good spot. But yeah, purple, I just didn't ever dream that it would be that difficult to find purple. So this is one of the collage pages that we made. I do not remember, or maybe this is one I made on my own. I know I backed it with, I tried to do it with the matte medium, and it just kind of made it weird, so I won't be doing that anymore. I mean, I like this pocket, it's fine, it's just that, and it's strong. I didn't like the way the matte medium did that. It's good for other stuff, but it's kind of, you know, that whole decoupage thing, I either like it or I don't. But I will, I'm going to have to stitch around this pocket too. What was I thinking? Why didn't I do this stuff? I think I was just thinking I want to make a video. So I took one of these little pockets, and I got the die cut for this from BB Craft. So, and I don't know if they still have it or they don't, but that's the one thing with them and In Love Art Shop. Sometimes, you know, they move stuff out and get new stuff in kind of quick, so I'm not sure. You just have to go check. But anywhere you can get. And I know BB Craft is doing shipping everywhere for free if you buy $25 or more. So that's a really awesome thing. So I will stitch around these, and then I'll come back. I was going to put this little pocket down here. So I'm going to stitch around this one and stitch around my tag. I'm trying to think, I might need a different tag. I don't know that that one is tall enough. I guess those wouldn't be bad. You could at least see it at the top. It's just I don't want it to fall in there and then you can't, you know, get a hold of it. Kind of like that one better. And we can put some stuff on there. We can do that now. How about a bird? I cut out all these millions of birds. Might as well use them. Flowers, things. Like a little teeny one would be cute. Because I don't want their tail feathers to get chopped. I love this one. That's the one I used in that last one. that same? That one's tail feathers are too long. I like this little guy too, with the leaves. That's actually kind of a good one because it doesn't take up too much space. Cute. He's got a little short tail already. Or if you could do it where it would, I guess that would work, something like that. That one's actually kind of neat because you can still see the embroidery up there. Yeah, I think I like that one. After all that, right? And then another thing I want to do is back this. This is Medieval Mirage. And that one's Medieval Missives. I believe it's volume 1. It's the same one that has all the like black and white. It's an add-on. Just to make it a little thicker because I just printed it on parchment. But it's kind of a nice little thing to write on. I guess I should be using some of that purple paper to back some of this stuff. I guess we don't need to overload on purple. I just want this to kind of go in here so it looks like a letter in there. Okay, let's get that bird on there. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. I'm losing my quick, nope, that's gonna have to be back too. Sorry. Forgot. Some of them I did and some of them I didn't do on this paper. I'm gonna stitch around that so it doesn't have to be. See, now I got glue all over my paper, so I'm going to just kind of put it there. I know that's wasting paper. I can use scraps and things for other things. I just know once that glue dries it gets hard and then I don't use it for anything anyway because I should have done it on my glue book. Got a little bit of lace. So that kind of needs to go down in that corner over there. I don't know that it needs lace, maybe a stamp. I'm gonna have to go buy some more stamps at that. Well, I didn't even buy these. Denise gave them to me, but I'll have to go to the lady that she went through and get some more. Kind of down to slim pickings here. Like the color of that one. Just seems like it needs something else. I don't think I like the lace. Oh, I don't have any of the good stuff to put there. I think I like it just like that. Just putting glue on the bird. If you can't see, because you probably can't. I'm all the way over here. I'll come up just a little bit. Make sure all of the bird gets on there. I'm gonna go around this. This one's kind of nice and patinaed already, but I'm gonna just get around the edges there. And put some glue on it. And then I'll add some lace when I stitch around those. So I'm going to go stitch around some stuff and then I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. I went ahead, I had this piece that was on the other side of the lady that I showed you that I'm putting on the cover. It was the same piece of paper. And so I thought it was really pretty, so I just went ahead and cut it into a tag shape, added this old frame that I had in my stash. It's one that I found somewhere. And backed it with some of the lined paper from Medieval Mirage. And this has been stitched around and this has been stitched around. So I thought I would put both of those pieces inside of this pocket. I probably shouldn't have backed all of these with that, you know, colorful paper because I didn't end up using it the way I thought, but it's fine. So this I'm going to kind of put over here. I'm really pushing down on that because I kind of want it to get flattened out. It's a little bit weird from the backing. Alright, so there's that, and then this little pocket we're going to put down here, like so. And this, because when it folds up, because you cut out the whole piece and it folds up, and see this is now the back to look like the front, I went ahead and cut out another piece to back this part with so that you get the design. Otherwise this back here would be the plain color of the parchment paper. So that's what I did with that. That's how I got it, you know, both sides. I'm thinking I'm going to use art glitter glue for this just to make sure that it gets stuck down really well, because it's a little bit thinner and it's going over this dimensional edge of this pocket. And I just want to really make sure it doesn't, you know, lift off or something. And I'm going to do it a little askew. I don't want to get too far in the seam there. Just push down everywhere. And then I stitched around that. Oh, that does need to be inked. That didn't get inked. I'll just go right in there. It's always tricky to get it in there at first after you glue it down. Okay, and this one can go in here. And this one too. It's a little bit thinner, so I kind of thought this pocket's big enough. It'll hold a couple tags, you know. Alright, so that is that page. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want like a butterfly or something on there. Maybe. I don't know if that's too gigantic. I really love these birds. I guess I could do one of those, huh? Oh, that would be pretty. Since it'll actually fit with its long tail feathers. Whoa! Just throwing everything. I don't love these birds when they come try to make their stucco type nest on the walls of my house. But I always try to spray them off like right away when they're barely even, when they barely have put down any mud at all. And usually they'll go away fairly quickly if you do that. You can't wait until the whole nest is there because that's just kind of cruel. So, anyway, but I love these birds. I think this one's a little different than the ones we get here. Ours have a really orange kind of breast on them. They're barn swallows instead of, I don't know what this one's called. But they're so pretty and iridescent. They sit sometimes in our rain gutters in the summertime. It's like they like to just sit in those and warm up or whatever they do. I don't know. They just like to sit there, and you can look out the windows upstairs and look right at them. I mean, they're just like right there. And they're so pretty. I'd love having them nesting near my house if it wasn't for the fact that they make the mud up and stick it to your house. I need to get one of those little multiple house things for them, because that's the other thing. Once you have one nest on your house, they like to live in groups, and so then a bunch of them will come nest on your house. So anyway, all right, so we got that page and this page. So I got 2 pages done. I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll chat later. Bye-bye now.